Today we're going to be looking at the HK 30 round steel magazine. This is a brand new manufactured magazine for the HK 93, the HK 53, the C 93, and I guess the HK 33, which is the military version of this rifle. I paid $82 for this magazine. In my previous video, my desktop review of this rifle, I said that these used magazines are going for about $70, $80 a piece. And this is a 40 rounder versus the 30 rounder, of course. And I said, if HK really wanted to make some money, they should go and start making these again, because, you know, that's a lot of money for a magazine. So I'm still thinking to myself, did I really pay $82 for a 30 round steel magazine? Yeah, I did, you know, and they got me. So in one of my saner moments, I guess, I also bought I got this from Midway. I bought a ProMag 30 round magazine for $17. So yeah, that was a little more sane. I'm an accountant by training, and my father was an accountant. And he was pretty tight with a buck, and I'm pretty tight with a buck too, but he was kind of the world's heavyweight champion of tight-fisted cheapskates. And a good man, but he was really tight with a buck. I mean, he squeezed a dollar so hard George Washington was crying on it. But he'd be rolling in his grave if he knew I spent $82 on a steel magazine for a rifle. So this has got to be the most expensive 30-round magazine in the world, I would imagine. So I could be wrong, but I think I might be pretty close. So we're going to open it up and we're going to take a look at it. We're going to put this aside. And, of course, we're going to compare it to the 40-round HK magazine. This is used, but it's in still pretty good shape. So kind of the same color there. So let's open it up and see what we can do. All right, put that away. So, all right. Here we go. Okay. Genuine HK accessory. And let's see what we got. It's pretty heavy, actually. It seems like it's heavier than this one. This one is like aluminum, I would have bet. This is like steel. So I was right originally. This is steel. This is much heavier. Matter of fact, I got a scale here. Let's take a look at that. I think it's about 9 ounces when I weighed it in the bag. So let's see what we got here. Come on, computer. I'm not real thrilled with this scale. Okay, this is ounces. All right, and this is 9.6 ounces. Okay, I did a little calculating in my head. At $82 for 9.6 ounces, that's about $8.80 around there for this magazine, an ounce. So you're paying about half the price of silver for this magazine. You know, a little more than about half the price of silver. So, you know, if it's a good magazine, it's worth its weight in gold. But this one's about half the price of silver per ounce. And again, that is heavier. So this is 9.6, I think that's what I say. And this is 5.6. So this is significantly heavier than the aluminum one. So let's see. It seems like it's a nice magazine. I don't know if it's going to work. Let's find out. We'll take some ammunition out later and load it up and see what happens. But so far so good. It says made in Germany on it, and it's got 5.56 by 45, and again, it's steel. So let's see if it fits in the rifle. Okay, let's open the breech first. There we go. What do you know? Doesn't lock up. Huh. How about that? Not locking up. Huh. Well, what do you know? What do you know? Huh. You think for $82 it would just lock up. Now again, this is a clone. This is not an HK rifle. So definitely not locking up. Now that's great. Let's see here. See what the bolt goes. Yeah, not even close there. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. Huh. Huh. If that's solder in there, it might be it. If that little piece of solder in there could be it. Huh. I didn't expect that. Well, that's a disappointment. Let's see if that can get that to work. Huh. It's not working. I'm giving it a good hit too. Huh. Let's try with the bolt open, see what happens. I think it would work. Nope. Simply not locking in. Huh. I'm wondering if that's that piece of solder there. Well, I guess we're going to have to keep looking at it or maybe send it back. I don't know. But it doesn't seem to want to work. So that's another disappointing magazine from Europe. Huh. One thing I've noticed about these HK magazines, I've had, I also the original magazine that came with it also didn't feed more than 10 rounds. It didn't like it at all. Matter of fact, it was pretty beat up. So who's to say? But boy, for $82, it should be gold. I thought I had a bad magazine here. I've been monkeying around with it for about 10 minutes, and I decided I'd just take my little screwdriver here, and I would take out this little piece of solder that was in here. And I also noticed that it just wasn't really locking up on the lock on this side. So I thought to myself, if I just put a little screwdriver in here and just kind of wedge it a little bit to make sure that the lip is actually coming in contact with the locking piece here, it seems to have worked. And so let's give it a try. Now it's locking up. So far so good. Okay, close the bolt. And it seems to lock up okay. Everything seems to be good. And then when I tried to open the bolt a couple of times, it wouldn't lock up, or it wouldn't open actually. It was kind of like jammed because the lips were kind of a little high compared to this one. So I just kept closing it and opening it for about 10 times, and now it seems to be okay. So that should feed the rounds okay. And oops, hard to leverage this thing when you're trying to do it on camera, but it seems to be okay now. So we're going to take it to the range and we're going to shoot it. I might not get to it until next week because I'm really busy this week. But so that's how you get it to fit in your C93 Sporter. I wish I'd shown you on camera what I did. It was really nothing other than just, as I said, there was a little piece of solder here and I just scraped that off with this screwdriver. And then I just lifted that lip a tiny bit because it seemed like this piece wasn't being pushed up and then locked down into its place because that one seemed like it was higher up on the 40 round magazine. So I think that's got it. I think that fixed it. And we'll know when we shoot it. Of course, it's a brand new magazine, so it's got to be broken in. This is a harder steel than this aluminum that this other one is, but you know, it's a very, very well made magazine, I guess. We'll see until we actually shoot it. But so far so good. I'm cautiously optimistic. Again, we couldn't get it to lock in before, but now we can. So we got it in there, and it does seem to drop free. Or actually, they don't drop free. They should, you have to pull them out, but it does seem to lock up. So that's good. And of course, we can close the bolt on it. And can we open the bolt? Which I wasn't able to do for about the first 5 or 10 times that I closed it on it. But now it seems to be okay, because it probably pushed the lips down a little bit so it allow it to move back and forth. So far so good. You know, I didn't want to blow $82 on a magazine and then have to send it back, and they probably wouldn't take it back because it's out of the package. So we'll shoot it next week, and I'll have a video on that. So, but this is the HK 30 round HK 93 magazine. It's steel and expensive, so let us hope that it works, and we'll go from there. But I am cautiously optimistic. I think we're going to be okay now. So, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.